The more than 200-mile path this storm took left behind major destruction. It leveled big trees like this and even left towns unrecognizable. And it's also impacting rural areas, like right here in Gibson County. Tommy Griggs is picking up the pieces, cleaning up the mess left behind from the tornado that came dangerously close to his and his mother's house.
I have never been through anything like this before.
It flattened his farm shop that his father built in the 1970s and took down a tree just yards away from his mother's home.
I had where I keep my truck and lawnmowers and stuff was blown away, and it was just real close, and our well was right there, and then all of it was blown away, tank, and then but our house was right to our right, and it was still, what part of it we could see was still standing, and then later it just had a lot of wind damage on the outside. We didn't have any major structural damage on our house.
The damage is difficult to take in. Griggs is getting help from his neighbors and friends.
It's overwhelming emotional experience for me, and fellow church members and neighbors and people surrounding, and people from 40, 50 miles away, a few here helping us clean up.
I've never seen so much power in a storm in my life.
Down the road, it's a similar story for Chris Minton. The only thing left of his farm shop is some wood boards and concrete blocks that once held the structure in place.
As soon as I crawled out of the closet, I got in the truck, headed down. Of course, it's raining so dang hard, couldn't see. Had to pull over on the other end of the farm just to get down through here because there's so many electric lines. And then as I come, I don't know, mile down the road, just started seeing debris that matched the color of my shop. And of course, as it got closer, it was pretty substantial.
Most of Minton's equipment was stored inside and suffered major damage.
We're still in the process of seeing exactly how much damage we took on, the tractors. We know the windows are all blown out, but some body damage for sure, some hydraulic damage. The way things are right now, who knows if I can even get parts for the stuff. It's one major concern, and of course equipment prices are up and equipment's scarce. There's a lot of variables that I'm just now breaching the surface on.
Despite the devastating damage, both Minton and the Griggs feel fortunate that they and their families made it through the storm.
A lot of these things will be replaced, but lives can't be.
We'll get through it. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a pain to some extent. It just gives you perspective that I guess you are fortunate still to be walking on top of the ground.
For Tennessee Farm Bureau, with Fieldman Matt Fennell, I'm Thomas Capps.